Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is The Trouble with Twins from 1993. So let's get started. One crisp fall morning, a crowd of kids gathered to watch Skeeter perform tricks with her new super duper yo-yo. Wow, said Piggy, where did you get that? From my uncle Skipper, said Skeeter. He gives Scooter one too. He always gives us the same present because we are twins. Could you teach me how to use it? Asked Kermit. Sure, said Skeeter. It's easy. Easy my foot, muttered Scooter. He couldn't get the Yodo to do anything. He tried to get it to go up and down, but it just hung from a string. It was just like the same time the twins had both gotten pogo sticks. Skeeter had learned to bounce on hers 100 times without stopping. Scooter couldn't even get up onto his, and there was the time they gotten juggling beanbags. Skeeter had learned to juggle 3 of them at once. Scooter couldn't even juggle one. All that morning in school, Skeeter performed amazing yodel stunts, while the other kid ooh and ah. In the cafeteria, at recess, and in gym class, where even the teacher was impressed. Watching Skeeter get all the attention made Scooter feel jealous. It was always the same story. Everything was so easy for her and so hard for him. Nobody even noticed him. Why couldn't he be a star like Skeeter? At the end of the day, Miss Palmer, the science teacher, made an announcement. 1 month from the day is the inner science fair class. I want each one of you to prepare a project. The best project will win the grand prize. Everyone was excited, especially Scooter. Science was his favorite subject. He thought. I wonder what I should do. When Scooter happened to look over at Skeeter, though he saw she didn't look excited, she looked worried. In fact, she was so worried that she dropped her yodo. It rolled across the floor. Skeeter, please put that away, said Miss Palmer. Science class is no place for yodos. Later at home, Skeeter came into Scooter's room. What are you doing for your project? She asked him. I'm going to make a rocket, he said. Well, said Skeeter. I didn't know what to do, but I guess I'll think of something. I'm sure she will think of something, thought Scooter. She always does. By the end of the week, Scooter had came up with an idea. What is it? Scooter asked. I'm making a model of the solar system using flutes, she told Scooter. That sounds very creative, he said. Gonzo stood outside the window. Come on, Skeeter, he called. You was going to show me how to walk the dog. Bye, Scooter, said Skeeter, and she ran out. And so the next day, Skeeter got a grapefruit for the sun and oranges and lemons for the planets. She hung them by strings from a long stick and labeled them. Now I'm ready for the science fair, she said to Scooter, and she dashed off to teach Kermit and Piggy Euro tricks. A week later, Scooter had to give Skeeter some bad news. Don't look now, he said, but your solar system is starting to rot. There are flies all over the sun. Oh no, Skeeter moaned, dragging it off to the garbage. I can't even make another one. It has to be at the fair for a week. There were now only 2 months, 2 more weeks till the science fair. Skeeter got some clay and began working it. She pounded and pulled it and molded it for days before she showed it to Scooter. Well, what do you think of it? She said anxiously. Scooter looked up from his rocket. What is it? He wanted to know. A slug? Skeeter snugged. No, it's supposed to be a scale model of a redbreast. Wait, a robin redbreast. Oh, why can't I be good at science like you? Only a week until the science fair. Skeeter had one more idea. She would press wildflowers and give them science fiction names. She went outside and picked some flowers and pressed them into the pages of a book. Whoosh, she said. I'm glad I took care of that. And she ran off to perfect a new trick for her yo-yos. But the day before the science fair, when Skeeter went to take the flowers out of her book, she found they had crumbled and turned to dust. Oh no, she wailed. The science fair tomorrow and I still don't have a project. I have an idea, said Scooter. Why don't you do a Yodo demonstration? You heard Miss Palmer, Scooter told him. Science is no place for a Yodo. It is if you use a Yodo to explain the law of motion and gravity, said Scooter. That's a great idea, said Skeeter. You're so smart. You're so practical. I had always wished I could be more like you. You have, laughed Scooter. But I have always the center. Wait, you're always the center of attention. I have always wished I could be like you. Skeeter started laughing too. They laughed so hard they fell on the floor. The next day, there was a big crowd at the science fair. They watched Skeeter Yodo demonstration. Then they moved on to see Piggy Garbage Garden, Kermit Rock Collection, and all the other projects. And finally, they rushed outside to see Scooter launch his rocket. All eyes was on him. This time, Scooter was the center of attention. He began the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Into the sky went Scooter rocket. Hooray, everyone cheered. The grand prize for the most spectacle project goes to Scooter, announced Miss Palmer. At the end of the fair, good going, Scooter, said everyone. And Skeeter won a certificate for the most practical project, added Miss Palmer. This certificate should really go to you, said Skeeter. As they walked home, I mean, it was your idea. I have a way you can pay me back, said Scooter. You can teach me how to Yodo. It's a deal, said Skeeter, with a grin. So they ran home together, holding their prizes, and glad to be exactly who they was. Let's talk about jealousy. If you had ever felt jealous of someone else, you know that it isn't a good feeling, but it happens to everyone. You can't be jealous of someone's things, or their talents, or the friends they have. Scooter and Skeeter needed to remind each other of what made each of them special. Then they didn't feel jealous anymore. Here are some questions about jealousy for you to think about. Have you ever been jealous of someone? What were you jealous of? How did it make you feel? Did you think anyone had ever been jealous of you? When you're jealous, what can you do or say to yourself that would make you feel better? So that was The Trouble with Twins for 1993. If you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.